Wir sind hier in Portugal angekommen, wo viele Zahl von unseren Produkten hergestellt werden. Hinter mir sehen wir die wunderschöne Altstadt von Porto, wo wir in den nächsten 5 Tagen einige von unseren Produzenten besuchen. Und jetzt, let's see, was Porto sonst noch zu bieten hat.
Tag 1 von unserem Portugal-Visit. Wir sind hier in Portugal und schauen unsere Hersteller an. Wir sind jetzt hier beim Pedro angekommen, an unserem ersten Tag. Und er macht für uns unter anderem T-Shirts, Hoodies, Pullover. Und gehen jetzt mit ihm zusammen in die Firma selber anschauen, wo sie die Kleider herstellen.
For Nikin, right now I'm doing a lot of articles, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, jackets, chinos, shorts, chino pants, polos, boxer shorts, pajamas, the pajamas group, also chino shorts for women. Our company has been certified with GOTS 2 years ago, and we are going very well with it. To be sustainable, it's not only what we do as an individual. Here we have to mindset our workers. So we have to be worried about that topic all minutes and seconds in order to mindset all the people who works with us, to teach them that they have to not spend too much energy or water, or they have to take care about their machines, to turn off everything when they leave the office or when they leave the orders or the productions. This is an important topic and very difficult nowadays, because we have to be very worried all days and convince people to be focused on the planet, not only on themselves. Recycling is something that we used to do for a long, because of my father-in-law, the owner. He teaches us, as we are teaching right now our workers. So it's something that we take care about. And also nowadays, we have solar panels in all of our building, or at least I think on 30% of building, and our intention is to build even more solar panels in the future. Also, we use LEDs all over the place to economize.
Was wir hier im Hintergrund sehen, ist der Schritt, wo unser T-Shirt dann zusammengenäht wird. Also aus einzelnen Teilen, Stoffteile, wo man es nachher zusammen so ein T-Shirt. Maschine wird der Baum auf unsere Hose gesteckt, und es ist unglaublich, wie schnell dass die 797, also knapp 800 Stich, hier zum Baum auf dem Produkt werden.
Mit dieser Maschine hier hinten wird im nächsten Schritt unser Tag im Siebdruckverfahren aufgedruckt.
Es war ein super spannender und intensiver Tag heute. Wir haben mega viel gesehen in diesen Firmen. Wir haben einen Großteil von unseren Produkten, die hier produziert werden, mal dahinter schauen und sehen, was für einzelne Schritte dahinter stecken. Es ist wirklich mega spannend. Und wir sind total happy, jetzt auch mit dem Hersteller den persönlich treffen können. Und ja, er ist ein sehr guter Hersteller. Wir freuen uns auf eine weitere Zusammenarbeit. Es ist Tag 2, wir sind beim Carlos. Er ist unser Partner, wenn es um Strickwaren geht. Und er arbeitet in dieser Firma, wo wir jetzt reinschauen, wie genau dass die das machen.
Am Anfang war es auch sinnvoll, dass man am Anfang wahrscheinlich. Ja, das ist der Match 3. And the small one, C.
I'm here in Portugal since 1987 and work in textile area from there till now. About 70 workers here from several countries: Angola, Brazil, Venezuela. So we are trying to get GOTS and GRS certification. We are planning maybe in this month make the last revision with the control union. Okay, and we are looking for sustainable company, treatment of the water and make minimal of waste of the yarns, and I think that everything is okay with that, because control union says that only for no compatibilities with the certification, only for. It's very good for us, and we are in the right way for the final certification. A lot of customers asking for recycled materials, recycled wool, recycled cotton, recycled acrylic, polyester, polyamide. Yeah. Since 3 years from now, it's a lot of questions regarding material. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Super Besuch und es ist mega interessant, wie aus Garn nachher durch die Maschine ein Stück Stoff entsteht. Es ist Tag 3 hier in Portugal. Wir sind mit Joaquim. Er macht für uns unter anderem Gesichtsmasken oder auch Oberteile wie T-Shirt. Und wir haben mit dem abgemacht, darum müssen wir jetzt gerade schauen.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to be here. Nice to be here. After a while, I bet. Thank you very much. Taking care of my health, but okay. Thank you very much.
I'm in the textile business for almost my professional life, more or less 35 years. As I say, we are a beautiful group of companies. We also have a laboratory in our small group of companies, of textile companies, to do the testing from ourselves, our production, and to our customers to give that service, and also to work to other customers. We buy the materials to certified suppliers that we know that work with the sustainable materials. Then we dye in our partners in dyeing houses. Usually Portugal has a long story in textiles production, so we have very good houses of knitted and very good houses for dyeing, of printing. So we dye the material in nice dyeing houses with sustainable process, with care for water, some of them without consumption even of the small amount of water, using the dyeing colors with natural products. We cut everything in our facility, and then we have partners to do the printing, the embroidery, the embossing, all the process. We have different partners here, and usually we choose our partners they are certified for GOTS, OCS or GRS, the partners who have the best practices in their companies for production and also for sustainability. And now in that area, Portugal, it's growing very fast because it's demanding of the consumers that all the production should be the most sustainable possible. So there are increasing number of companies working in that process. Then we work with the sewing lines and finishing lines, also with the sustainable values and mainly social employment with nice conditions. And then we send to our customers usually a nice product and almost 100% without problems. in a new process to dye garments with leftovers of the olives. It's a very beautiful project because we are working with a small new company here in Portugal. They are developing natural dyings with our leftovers from the olives, that it gives a very beautiful beige color, but also we are using the leftovers of onions and other food industry to produce other colors. It's a very nice project.
We produce colorants and dyeing materials for garments. We do ourselves research and development in denim also. We dyed with some materials collected from local producers like onion skins, like eucalyptus, like coffee, and that's the main ones. We have developed a machine where we put the colorants and all the natural materials. My favorite color, I believe it's the onion. The onion, maybe this kind of onion. I like this earth tone. I think it's really nice. It's got a new some brightness in that. A different preparation. Portugal. No. This
Das riesige Gebäude hinter uns, das ist unser nächster Hersteller, den wir anschauen. Das ist der Hersteller, der unser Partner ist für vor allem Towels zum Beispiel. Und was sich genau hinter diesen Türen befindet, das können wir jetzt anschauen.
We started in 1979. At the moment we have more than 600 employees. We have everything is done indoors. We're a completely vertical company. So we have the spinning, we have the weaving, we have the dyeing, the manufacturing, the packaging and the logistics. Everything is done indoors. We believe that innovation and sustainability are two of the key words that are more important on our company's DNA. And we try to bring each day products, processes, new treatments that are more sustainable and helps not only our company to achieve the sustainable goals, but also our customers.
The company puts a lot of effort and interest in certifications. We have the most advanced and qualified certifications existing in the textile business. GRS, GOTS certification, BCI,
Ocotex,
all
the Care for Water, Join Life.
All this, we have it, and it's a daily process of work, and we follow the most strict rules in the market.
Apart from environmental sustainability, we also believe in our social obligation and our social responsibility. For instance, at GFA, none of our employees are getting the minimum wage because we believe if our employees are getting well paid, are being recognized, they'll also be more productive. And in the end, that's good for the employees and that's good for the company, for the final customer in the end.
Yes, and it goes further. We have a lot of initiatives that the company does for all the workers. Independent of the rank they are. For example, medical care, every employee has a
medical insurance,
private medical insurance, the best one in the market, and they put a lot of attention. Management puts a lot of attention. It's a family business company. The founder is still very active, and the second generation are also working together, leading the company to the next future. The process starts with choosing the fibers. So the company, as we have all the stages of production vertical, we start from picking the best fibers in the market. The longest staple, we only use virgin products, let's say fibers, and then we buy them and we blend them into yarns. So we have the spinning. After the spinning, we have the weaving. We started from warping, and then sizing, and then doing on the looms, and preparing the towels. Let's say that's our main product. After that stage, we have the finishing and the dyeing process. That is another area in the company, and from that we also go for manufacturing. So that's why the company, in terms of the production, is fully vertical. After that, we also have the logistics and the preparation, and then we can ship the order. So we can say that from the design stage, when the customer has an idea, we have the development team, and then we cover all the stages from selecting the fibers, blending the fibers into what the customer needs. We can blend cotton with another fibers completely, as you saw during your visit. And then it goes through all the way until we reach to the final product.
Basically, from the idea to the final stitch, everything is made indoors.
Yes.
Das ist einer der grösseren Hersteller, die wir besucht haben. Die machen wirklich alles in-house oder fast alles. Ist nicht üblich. Viele tun auch gewisse Sachen outsourcen, wo das Material herkommt etc. Was auch sehr schön war, was wir erfahren haben, ist, dass sie sich mega Mühe geben, dass es ihren Mitarbeitern gut geht. Sie schenken zum Beispiel allen Mitarbeitern ein Stückchen Land, dass sie dort ihre Gemüse und andere Sachen anpflanzen können. Und das gibt allgemein ein mega gutes Gefühl, auch für die zukünftige Arbeit mit ihnen, dass sie sich wirklich Mühe geben, dass es diesen Mitarbeitern da sehr gut geht. Neuer Tag, neue Fabrik. Heute gehen wir Schuhe anschauen.
I've worked for a long time in the business of shoes. We have here inside 51 employees inside because, as you know, the stitch room we produce outside, so it's less employers inside, but at this moment I think we have 51. Actually, it's like a family because most of the employers here, they start to work since the beginning in FEM. For your brand, Niki, it was a new construction for us since we are working with the organics materials. Then we must study all the process, how to do it, how to produce, the materials that we are able to use or not. And on this part, José Manuel, it's my big help. We are very concerned about all the problems that we have in our planet. So, for a long time ago, we are very careful about the garbage that we have inside and prepare everything to go to the correct place and try to recycle most weekends. The carton, a lot of things, the rest of the leather, the rest of the linings and so on. Because since you have all these questions and we have all these concerns about the planet, it was a challenge for us. Step that we made on the construction of the shoe is to take the pattern of the shoe that the client wants. Then we decide which materials you must use for the production of that sample. We decide the last, we decide the outsole, we decide the materials that we must use for that construction. Then we have everything in the machine, it's CAD. Then it passes for automatic machine to cut. And then all the production of the samples we made inside. We have a stitch room where we produce all the samples for all the clients. And then we must analyze first the first size. For ladies, normally you use 37, and for men you use 42. In your case, I think you use 44, but normally you use 42. And then we decide if everything have the correct measurements, everything is okay. Then we start all the process. In your case, we have a construction is trouble, the construction that we made, like you already saw, and then we pass for the production of the shoe. When we put assemble the outsole, and then we have all the steps to finish the shoe.
kleiner, aber doch sehr wichtiger Teil von unseren Produkten wird hier produziert. Und zwar sind das unsere Hangtags aus Zuckerrohrpapier, das ist ein Abfall aus der Zuckerrohrindustrie. Wir werden mal schauen, wie die gedruckt werden.
We produce labels, all kinds of labels, including everything that goes in one garment, from the neck label, the size label, the composition label, also the hang tags, the stickers with the barcodes on the hang tags. We have a vast range of recycled papers and colors and everything. We also work with sugarcane paper, which is a tree-free paper, and it's very versatile. All of the papers are very versatile. We can do a lot of things with that. So yeah, it has a lot of customers asking for them. It's a growing business and we are investing in that. So every month or so our range of products grow. being paper or textiles, it's always growing. We have solar panels, so we produce sustainable energy. We also have a post where you can charge your electric car, if you have one, of course. We have an electric car that it's starting to see if it is workable for us, because we are always on the road. So we also recycle most of our waste. Everything that's paper and plastic, we can recycle it. We also have a service, that is provided to us because we need to clean a lot of inks, and that could be harmful for the environment. So they deliver to us some fabric, like cloths, and we can clean the ink and the machine. After that, they clean them, so it's a reusable cloth, and it's properly cleaned with all of the things that it needs to not be harmful. We are starting to implement everything that kind of service in all of the factory, not only like 1 or 2 departments. So all of the factory has that cloths. Our goal is to eliminate all of one usage cloths, so we can use the reusable cloths that our supplier has for us.
Der Hersteller hier, der macht alles, was irgendwie mit Labels, mit Etiketten oder Stickers zu tun hat. Und ich bin da fast ein bisschen im 7. Himmel gewesen, weil ich liebe alles so Zeug. Und wir haben auch gesehen, dass der Partner allgemein sehr strukturiert aufbauen ist, sehr familiär. Und das gibt ein gutes Gefühl, auch wenn wir zukünftig mit ihnen Sachen machen. Sie haben extrem viele Möglichkeiten, was mega cool ist. Wir kommen langsam ans Ende von unserer Portugal-Reise. Das ist unser letzter Hersteller, den wir jetzt noch besuchen. Er ist unser Partner, wenn es um Hömmli oder um Jacken geht. Und wir haben mit ihnen bereits ein Projekt am Laufen. Und da gehen wir jetzt mal schauen, wie weit wir da sind.
We produce at this factory pants, trousers, shorts, shirts, blouses, dress, jackets. I think we could do a lot of things. This factory have 38 years old. They start to do only shirts, and maybe 5 years or 6 years ago we start change because of the market. The customers come and they need another kind of products, and we need to change. We start to change to finish with the plastic, okay? As you can see, the tape we have on our box, we have paper, not the plastic. We remove all the plastic, and we always talk with the customers to change the plastic. Don't use the plastic bag, for example. Now we have lots of customers, they stop to use the plastic because we try to move it to this way. On all our process, we fight to change the plastic to the papers, and sometimes we remove all. We don't have paper or plastic. For example, on the cutting, at the beginning we have lot of plastic and papers on the to do it the spread of the fabrics, and now we have some paper only. We remove the plastic we have. we're gonna change, for example, for the energy. At the end of this year, we want to change the energy. We want to put the panels on all the factory, and maybe we can have half of the energy. We can do it with the panels, not the normal energy. Another thing we want to achieve is change all the cars we have. Now is the normal cars. Because we have some people, they work outside of the factory and they have a normal cars. On the future, I think in 2 years we're gonna change all the cars for electricity and another kind of energy. Different materials. Coconuts for buttons, for example. We have hoods for the buttons, and also for the bands we put on the cars is also coconuts and hoods also. The thread is a polyester recycling for the threads. We use a lot. And for fabric, we have lots of organic cotton and linen. Now we do a lot of and hemp also. We do some jackets with hemp. So we have a certificate GOT, yeah, and Ocotex also.
Das war unser letzter Hersteller, den wir besuchen hier in Portugal. Und uns sind vor allem 3 Sachen aufgefallen. Sie sind mega clean, sie haben saubere Arbeitsplätze und sie schauen extrem gut für ihre Mitarbeiter. Die Mitarbeiter können sogar gratis Mittag essen und noch viele weitere andere Sachen. Und es war auch mega schön, der ganze Showroom und gerade zu sehen, was gibt es überhaupt alles, was man hier wählen kann. Das ist das Ende unserer Portugal-Reise. Wir sind jetzt eine Woche da gewesen. Jetzt sind wir gerade vom letzten Hersteller gekommen. Und wir haben mega viele spannende Sachen erleben dürfen in dieser Woche. Wir haben gesehen in die Firmen rein, wir haben gesehen die Maschinen, die am Laufen sind und unsere Produkte herstellen. Wir haben aber vor allem auch die Menschen hinter dem Produkt kennengelernt und zuerst mal mit ihnen persönlich reden, was mega viel wert ist. Bis jetzt haben wir alles auf E-Mail und Calls gemacht, aber mit ihnen reden ist doch noch etwas ganz anderes und ist mega wichtig, auch für zukünftige Projekte, die wir mit ihnen machen, um einander besser auch verstehen. Was wir auch gesehen haben, ist, dass allgemein so ein bisschen die Stimmung in Richtung Nachhaltigkeit geht. Es sind alle überall am neue Sachen tüfteln, wie kann man noch nachhaltiger sein. Sprich, wir sind nicht die Einzigen, die probieren, ständig das Nachhaltigste zu finden, sondern es ist alles zusammen, was in die richtige Richtung geht. Und das ist mega schön zu sehen. All die Informationen die packen wir in unseren Rucksack hinein und gehen jetzt heim nach Lenzburg.